Have you ever stopped and thought about what makes you, you? What proves you exist in this vast, complex world? It may sound simple, but the answer lies in a thought that has puzzled and fascinated philosophers for centuries. I think, therefore I am. This iconic statement, coined by French philosopher Rene Descartes, is the foundation of his entire philosophy and, honestly, one of the most important concepts in the history of philosophy. But what does it actually mean? And why does it matter to us today? In today's video, we'll break down Descartes' philosophy and show you how this single phrase, which may sound like a simple idea, changed how we view existence, reality, and thought itself. By the end of this video, you'll see how Descartes' thinking has influenced everything from modern science to the way we approach our daily lives. But first, let me ask you, if you're questioning whether you exist, doesn't that mean you already do? Stick with me. Let's start with the basics. What is "I think, therefore I am" really about? The phrase "Cogito, Ergo sum" is Latin, and it was introduced by Rene Descartes in his work Meditations on First Philosophy. At its core, Descartes is making a radical claim that thinking is proof of existence. In simple terms, if you are thinking, you exist. Let's break it down with an example. Imagine you're sitting alone, deep in thought. You start questioning yourself. Am I real? Am I really here? According to Descartes, even if you doubt everything around you, the very fact that you're doubting means you exist. Think about this. If you didn't exist, you couldn't have thoughts or doubts. Your mind, the ability to think, proves your existence. It's a powerful, revolutionary idea. It doesn't matter what's around you. As long as you're thinking, you're alive and real. This simple but profound insight forms the foundation of Descartes' philosophy and is one of the core ideas that changed the course of modern philosophy.
But here's the twist. Descartes didn't just stop at "I think, therefore I am." He arrived at this conclusion through doubt. Sounds strange, right? But hear me out. Descartes used radical skepticism, which is the idea of doubting everything you possibly can to prove the certainty of his own existence. He asked himself, can I be sure of anything? He doubted everything: his senses, the world around him, even the existence of his own body. Everything was up for questioning, but here's the key. The one thing he couldn't doubt was his own ability to think. Even if he doubted everything else, the fact that he was doubting meant he must exist. Thinking, even doubting, is evidence that you are alive. So, Descartes concluded that our thinking mind is the only certain thing. Everything else is uncertain. This radical skepticism leads to his famous statement, "I think, therefore I am." Next, let's talk about Descartes' mind-body dualism, another groundbreaking idea. Descartes believed that the mind and body are two separate substances. The mind, the thinking, conscious part of you, is immaterial, meaning it's not made of matter. It's the part of you that can think, reason, and doubt. On the other hand, your body is material. It's made of matter, and it can be touched, seen, and measured. In Descartes' view, the mind and body interact, but are distinct from each other. He famously said, "I am a thinking thing, and I am a material thing." Your mind is separate from your body. This separation leads to many questions about how the two interact. For example, can the mind control the body? How does physical pain affect your thoughts? Mind-body dualism became a foundation for future debates in philosophy, psychology, and even modern neuroscience. Descartes' philosophy of doubt didn't just shape ideas about the mind, it also had a massive influence on the development of modern science. Before Descartes, people often relied on religious or superstitious explanations for the world around them. But Descartes argued that we could understand the world through reason and empirical evidence, not just faith or tradition. His approach led to the development of the scientific method, which emphasizes observation, experimentation, and logical reasoning. Think of it this way: Descartes laid the foundation for science as we know it today, encouraging us to question everything and seek answers through careful observation and thought. So, what does this all mean for us in everyday life? In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in distractions and forget about the power of our own thoughts. But Descartes' philosophy encourages us to reflect and question the world around us. When you start to doubt, when you feel uncertain or disconnected, remember I think, therefore I am. The fact that you're questioning, reflecting, or even doubting means you're alive. And that thought is one of the most powerful tools you have. In moments of self-doubt or confusion, remember that your ability to think is your proof of existence, your proof of strength. Now, let's take a quick look at how Descartes' ideas are still relevant in today's digital world. In an age where technology is constantly evolving, the questions about what is real have become more complicated. With the rise of artificial intelligence, virtual realities, and even deepfake videos, we're increasingly faced with questions about what is real and what is not. Descartes' philosophy can help us navigate this new digital age because it encourages us to focus on the one undeniable thing: our ability to think. In this world of avatars and virtual realities, Descartes would argue that our thinking mind is still what defines our existence. The ability to reason and reflect is what makes us human, regardless of what technology we interact with. So, what can we take from Descartes today? The next time you find yourself doubting or questioning the world, remember I think, therefore I am. The very fact that you're questioning means you exist, you matter, your thoughts have power. Thank you for joining me in this deep dive into Descartes' philosophy. If you found this video insightful, like, comment, and subscribe for more philosophical journeys. Remember, you are a thinking being, and that's the most powerful thing in the world. Keep questioning, keep reflecting, and keep growing.